Hey, this is Anthony Cesari with SuccessForYourSongs.com, and in this video we're going to be talking about how you can make your final chorus stand out, and in particular we're going to be talking about how you can make it stand out if you want to have a double chorus at your end, but you're afraid that having that chorus just repeat itself at the end just seems overly repetitive and you're not sure how to handle that. So we're going to be looking at an example in What Time Is It Where You Are, and I've got a link for that on the upper right hand side of the screen. So check that out, and when you do, pay attention to what happens at the end of the song at the final double chorus, and then come back here and we'll talk about it. Okay, so something that you probably noticed when you listened through to that was that while there was a double chorus at the end, this is sort of like an arrangement slash writing thing. Because what's happening here is that all the arrangement is dropping out, or most of it, in the first of the repeated chorus towards the end of the song. So while the typical chorus sounded something like this. What time is it where you are? This is what we got at that second to last chorus. Time is it where you are? 'Cause though we're under the same stars. So it even feels kind of slower there, even though the tempo doesn't change. It's just all that instrumentation dropping out. Before we move on, I just want to mention that if you have not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, you can click the little subscribe button in the lower right hand side of the screen and make sure to turn on notifications and turn on all notifications when you do that so that you're updated for all of our latest songwriting videos. And if you haven't yet downloaded your free cheat sheets, I've got a couple of those for you in the upper right hand side of the screen here. So be sure to download those as well for a lot more songwriting tips, tricks, and techniques like what you're learning in this video. I should also mention that by having the instrumentation drop out in this first repetition of the final two choruses, it also lets the emotion in the vocals stand out a little bit more, because there's less of the other stuff that can drown out the vocal. So that's another reason that this can become an important thing to try, is that it lets that emotion in the vocal get highlighted before you go back into the final chorus and have the rest of the energy in the song come back in. And then when that starts to go back into the final chorus is fully arranged like the rest of the choruses, so then you get that kind of contrast happening there. Time is it where you are? 'Cause though we're... So that is a way that you can make, you can have a double chorus at the end of your song and have it not just seem overly repetitive. You can do what I did here and drop out a lot of instrumentation in that final chorus, or sorry, in the second to last chorus, the first one of the repeating two. And then when all instrumentation comes back in the final chorus, then it sounds built up. And I should also mention, in this song, there's another thing that's a little bit different about the final chorus, and you could see it in the lyrics, is it extends. So this is one of the typical choruses earlier on, and then that final chorus extends a little bit. It adds this extra line, because you feel so a couple times. So it lengthens that final chorus, the fully arranged one. And it's really just because the last line of the song is because you feel so far, and it's trying to emphasize the point of it feeling far. So by having those extra repetitions in there before the word far is sung, it makes it feel further. But you can just hear a little bit of that in here. Because you feel so. So that's just another little change that happens in that final chorus because of what's in the lyrics that I wanted to mention. Just to show you another example of this also happens in the song Our Love is a Work of Art. So I'll show you that too. And just like in the previous example, the second to last chorus is this light green one here, and then the final chorus is the darker green one. So this song is a duet, and the first time the female vocal comes in is in this purple section in the bridge. And then the first time that the male and female vocals are sung together is in that that first chorus of the repeating two final choruses. And this one takes the same approach as What Time Is It Where You Are, and it drops out a lot of the instrumentation that's happening in the song, and it kind of lets it stand on its own. Before I show you that, since I didn't have you listen to this one beforehand, let's just take a quick listen to a typical chorus in this song. Okay, so then when we come into this part after the bridge, like I said, the bridge is the first part with the female vocal, and then we come into this, the first of the repeating final choruses where all the stuff, instrumentation, arrangement-wise, drops out. And I think that's important to note in this song, because it's the first time that the male and female vocal are singing together. By having instrumentation drop out, it sort of highlights that fact and lets that stand out as something that's important in the song. So you can hear that here.
We craft it with synergy, a portrait of who we are.
So you can see that duet aspect of this song enters here, and it's highlighted. But then, you know, the song doesn't end on that. It goes into more of a typical chorus at the end to fill things out and end on more of a high note that way. More energy at the end of the song.
We craft it with synergy, a portrait of who we are.
So that's a little trick you can use if you're not sure, if you want to use a double chorus at the end of your song and you're just not sure how to incorporate it. Try this out and see how it works for your song. So I hope that information helps you out. If you'd like to hear the song that was in this video, again, I've got a link to that right on the screen here. You can even save it and stream it. And if you'd like a lot more information for improving your songwriting, I've got a couple of cheat sheets that can help you out with that. You can click here on the screen for those. And finally, if you have not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, you can click our logo on the screen for that. Thank you for checking this one out.
I'm just sitting here alone.